I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker.
A risk taker is crazy.
Road runner.
Unemployment. It's no longer just about not having a job. It's a way of living, maximizing on productivity, and really just enjoying life. We live in a generation where unemployment is really the final goal. Okay, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5 no more.
Unemployment is the final goal. I think building a business is the final goal, right? Like trying to build something that like stands by itself will be the final goal. But I feel it though.
Which, you know, will probably have some repercussions in the future. Because what happens if you need to go get your car fixed and the best you're gonna get is a sports bettor or a damn Twitch streamer? Me personally, I'm escaping the matrix. Day trading, crypto, fucking NFT.
Twitch streamer is crazy.
All of that. But with the amount of gambling videos I've seen, I've got genuine worry for this generation, bro. The sheer amount of debt.
Yeah, and at least I don't gamble. Like I was on PrizePicks for like a week, but I just didn't even like it for real. Like, you know, some people really be out here doing that like, every day. Like, that's crazy. Come on.
That's gonna be built up just because of this image. I'll see y'all at the annual Squid Games, bro. Okay, now I mentioned being unemployed is going beyond the job status, because I think it's more about how you spend those jobless hours. Because you could be unemployed and, you know, still be locked in, day trading, crypto, all of that. Or you could be playing around with Saratoga bottles and damn bananas because you saw a funny internet meme. Now, before you think I'm judging you, which I am,
you corny, my boy. You lame.
I gotta admit that we all be demonstrating unemployed behavior. I mean, you might be a little too tapped in with the John Pork and Tim Cheese law, or really any other.
Nah, John Pork is hilarious. And I don't know. It's just those things come up. And to be honest, like, there's not really. It might feel like there's like a lot of pages that like post all these like memes and stuff, but it's really not that many. So it's just kind of crazy. Like, you don't even have to be on social media long to kind of like start understanding like some of these memes.
Niche internet meme.
Tung 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 sahur.
And we call this kind of behavior being unemployed because they just have way too much free time. And all this time they spend gallivanting around, you have to think they surely have some time to make some money. But who am I to judge you? Go enjoy your life. There's always time to escape the matrix later. But you should know better than anyone if you're just out here devouring your minutes. For example, if you're finding time in your day to prepare and eat coleslaw. We need a couple of
Yeah, nah, I hate coleslaw. I don't know how people do it.
y'all to start taking one for the team. We can't all be Twitch streamers and barbers, okay? Someone has to work them oil rigs. And what's 3 barbers on each street gonna do for me, okay? I need a house to be built, not a low. But maybe we'd have more employed people if the process of getting a job wasn't such a damn grueling process. I'm gonna show you some shit that might be a jump scare for some of y'all. You ready? Ooh, job application.
I knew that was what was gonna pop up. I was gonna be like, what, Indeed or something?
The whole process of getting a job, you gotta make some fuck-ass resume. And if you don't have any experience, that shit's just gonna look like this. And can someone tell me why entry-level jobs be asking for experience?
Dude, you are the experience.
The damn job paradox. How am I meant to get experience if I need experience to get experience? And after making a resume, you have to go on like Indeed or something and just look for a job that doesn't look like modern day slavery.
I'm unemployed right now, but I'm about to work at this job, factory down the street, $6 an hour, full time.
And after shooting like 400 applications, you settle for one interview, you got a McDonald's. And now the interview has to.
You know, it's crazy. I tried to work at McDonald's on multiple occasions, but they just will not hire me. Like, and that's crazy because I'm like, dang, bro, I've been able to get jobs at some pretty high places, but McDonald's, they just see me and they be like, oh, hell no, like, not him.
To be the worst part, because you gotta pull up in a suit and tie to an O-Block McDonald's. And you gotta act like a stand-up guy and try not to say some dumb.
I just graduated from home last year ago with my degree in walking fish with a minor in water in the snow because I'm mop air. I'm also a dentist that fixes feet at the vet when I'm wide asleep. So I think this job would be pretty good for my mom since she doesn't have kids.
And what I hate about interviews, bro, is that dumbass question they always be asking. Why do you want to work here? Yeah, because it's always
Because I love this company. Psych.
been my lifelong dream to work in your rundown McDonald's, nigga. No.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Okay, I just seen some shit, and it looks like it's not that hard to get a job anymore. Now hiring someone that doesn't goon during work hours. Who the fuck did they have hired before this?
It goes to the goon. It goes to the goon. Look at the car.
But if you have to or want to go through that whole process, yeah, good luck, gang. But one thing I want to say is please, and I really stress, please don't be that nigga that thinks having a job makes them better or something. Bro, these archetypes who constantly complain about their jobs, yet be the first ones to tell you to go get a job when you're demonstrating some unemployed behavior. You hating on happiness, bro. You hating ass niggas look like Squidward. You see, I've worked 2 jobs in
Unemployed, employed, everything sucks.
my life. The first one, I worked as an underwater ceramics technician. And the way I still have literal fucking nightmares about that job. I want reparations for each of those shifts I worked, all of the stress that has accumulated.
Nah, I worked as a dishwasher one time. It wasn't that bad. I've had harder jobs. The worst job I've ever had was Amazon delivery. Like, I don't know how people do that. If you do Amazon delivery, like, you're like a superhero. You need to go like save something. Like, you need to go do something else, because if you can push your mental to do that successfully, then yeah, you're top 20% as far as willpower.
Years, I'm telling you, years have been taken off my life from those dreams. I don't work there anymore, and I still dream about it.
More do you want from me?
And in the periods that I've been unemployed, I just feel like I took advantage of it. You gotta cherish every single one of those moments, man, because I promise you, sooner or later we'll all be gone. Just knowing you have to get up for a shift or you have a shift later in the day, it can kill the vibe of the whole day, I promise you. You can just be chilling, and the realization hits. But you know, somebody telling you to get a job, they might just be looking out for you. Okay, don't start sending images like this. Bro, you just lazy. And to all the unemployed out there,
It's like everything else. You just need a bit of balance, you know?
is the Minecraft movie really that funny? Yeah, he said chicken jockey in a funny way, but does it ever warrant this reaction?
I ate off those clips, so appreciate y'all.
Gangy, is that a live chicken? Man, we were supposed to have flying cars by now. The unemployed have just had a field day with this damn movie, bro. And not to be the fun police or nothing, but imagine working at one of these cinemas and having to clean this shit up. Yeah, we gotta look out for all of the people that are stuck in the infinite job cycle. I promise you they don't wish for that life. So don't be the guy that chucks 3 buckets of popcorn and mysterious liquids all over the floor. Just for, you know, a little giggle. You gotta look out for each other, man. The employed gotta look after the unemployed gotta look after the employed. If we fail to do this, society will collapse as we know it.
The unemployed are hated by the employed. I think that's a fact. If that's a fact, comment that. Put that in the comments.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there as you watch society fall? No, you're gonna get up. You're gonna stand up and you're gonna fight for what you believe in. But do you really get what I'm trying to say though? We need the employed, but I don't want to be employed, so I'm gonna make it easier for them. The minority you just paid to deliver pizza to your address during a hurricane, tip them a little bit. Instead of telling the person that's making your food to just put the fries in the bag, how about you give him some nice words? The employed and the unemployed, united. But it's time to admit it, being unemployed is not all sunshine and rainbows. Yes, I don't have the responsibility of a job, but I'm so lonely. Me aside, don't trick yourself into believing you're not a fucking loser, okay? Because Googling top 5 side hustles to get rich quick is not being locked in. You know what, let me stop being a hater. Because look, what you're doing is really smart, but it's also really dangerous. Because you're convincing yourself that you're not a loser, when in reality, yeah, you are. Alright, real quick, let me bring back this guy from the intro.
I am a risk taker.
You mean you're
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that wasn't a good. I reacted to that and I said the same thing. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, come on, we gotta get it together a little bit at least. Fuck.
risk taker. You lose $50 a week off parlays. Let's keep it a buck. But there's really 2 types of unemployed people. The ones that gaslight themselves into believing they're onto something.
I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. Do you have any businesses we could be on the lookout for?
No, just not right now.
And 2, the ones that
Come on, yo. Pop the balloon and find love is goated. I don't care what nobody says.
are so far gone they just fully embrace it and are damn near prideful about it. Okay, let me elaborate. The first type will have some philosophical reason for not wanting a job. Like they'll say, how are you gonna let someone define how much my hour is worth? Just say you lazy rail. Here are some quick signs that you're this person. 1, if you ever refer to the government as big brother. 2, if you sign up to online courses instead of getting a job. And 3, if the word matrix just unironically comes out of your mouth. But hey, maybe you got something going on that my mind-controlled slave brain just can't comprehend. Okay, and for the second one, these people are just too far gone. Employment is nothing more than a nightmare to these people. The word job gives them physical pain. You tell these people to get a job and they'll have a visceral reaction. peep the vocab. The only jobs these people want to be associated with involve feet. I gotta apologize to these people though for not censoring the word work and job. I know this is considered a slur for you guys, so my deepest apologies. Oh yeah, and yes, we're gonna ignore my month disappearance. Will it happen again? Most likely. But community Discord server, go talk to me, I'll be active on there.
Yeah, shout out, bro. Shout out, bro. That was a fire video. The Art of the Unemployed.